Alright, again, make sure you look in the boxy thing over there for the questions. So I'm just saying the answers. Okay, so 25. Eric, because no one gave him a chance, and he seemed really sweet. So I'd give him a chance. 26. 26 was fun. Okay, Edward and Bella would go as Romeo and Juliet in huge pompous outfits with roses and big skirt, and it would be ridiculous looking and it would be awesome. Or else they would go as the Phantom of the Opera and the chick that he's with, because Edward would be a hot Phantom. Hot. Um, Alice and Jasper would totally pull the two-person horse thing. Like, I can just imagine Alice being like, oh my god, because she's so, like, over the top with everything, you know what I mean? I think that she would back down a little bit on Halloween and give Jasper a chance, and Jasper would pick totally stupid crap because I just think he would. I don't think he'd be like, oh, let's dress up in really awesome outfits. He'd be like, let's be something totally stupid. Because we never really get to have that much fun. So I think they would be the like two-person horse, and he would totally be the butt and shoot me the head. And it's really funny to think about. Emmett and Rosalie would obviously be the zombie football player and cheerleader, just because. I would love to see this. It would be so great. Um, Carlisle and Esme would totally be a mobster and a flapper girl from like the 20s. It would be amazing. I could totally see Esme in those dresses with all the little stringy things. Um, and then they would go to like a jazz club, dance. He'd wear a zoot suit. It'd be amazing. Alright. 27, Jasper. 28. Oh, okay. Yes. There was this guy once, and he was in a truck, and I pulled up next to him at a red light, and he looked over at me with his like perfect jawline and sexy designer sunglasses, and he grinned this huge, wide, white, dazzling grin, and I totally could not think. I was just like, and I was like, oh my god, he's gorgeous. And then the light turned green, and people were honking and waving, and I was just like, this guy is so perfect in the face. And I could not think. I didn't hear anything at all. It was like crazy, something out of Disney. I don't know. And I did not snap out of it until he edged up a little bit so that I couldn't see him anymore. And then I was like, oh my god, I can't see him anymore. Oh my god, the light screen. Oh my god, people are honking. I should probably go. And so I finally snapped out of it, and I drove, and I pulled into the 7-Eleven to just like sit and be like, did that just happen? And then he came, and he was like, "Ha, that was funny," and we talked for a while. He's really awesome. And oh my god, perfect. And he's perfect. He's perfect. He was gorgeous as crap with his model perfect features. So yeah, I was completely dazzled by that guy. It was amazing. Um, moving on. 29. I'll let you know when I get back from New York. I don't really know what I'm gonna say or anything. 30. My parents are totally proud of me. They love that I do this because they support me all the time. 31. I'm 21 on July 25th, and I currently reside into southern U.S. 32. They make everyone in the locker rooms jealous, of course. I mean, what else would they do in gym class? That's what I would do. I'd be like, oh, watch me slowly take off my shirt. You know, everybody wants to be them. And they don't get out of gym because they excel in gym. I mean, I'd really like to see a better dodgeball player than a Cullen. If you can find one, seriously, let me know. Sorry about that. Totally had to enter the door. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, 33. Music, all the time. Books, no, never. I never, like, compare books to each other because they're totally different. Movies, it depends on the actors or the theme of the movie, really. It's not something I do often, but sometimes. 34. I am looking most forward to Chapter 8 in Midnight Sun, Port Angeles, because the strong emotions that Edward felt towards those guys, but mainly because I want to know what's going through Edward's head and the waitresses when they're in the restaurant, and in the car when they're having the whole Q&A session, and Bella's all like, "I know what you are, you're a vampire," and they're talking back and forth. I'm most excited for that, I think. So, yeah. 35. Antarctica. Because all three main characters get on my nerves at some point, but I lean towards Edward. Like, I want Bella to suffer, but I want Edward to be happy, and I think I want Edward to be more happy than I want Bella to suffer, so I'm Antarctica. 36. Of course she will. But I think she's either going to be able to negate other people's powers with her crazy brain blockage thing. People don't affect her. She's going to be able to, like, block other people's powers. She won't be bloodthirsty because she hates blood. She'll be ultra clumsy. Or she'll be able to sense or find danger from far away since she's, like, such a danger magnet. Or possibly her dreams may be incorporated into her power because she always has these dreams of things before they happen and they're always right. So, I think it's going to be like that. 37. Yes, because she wants Edward inside her. Ew. But yeah, disregard that. But yeah, I think she's really going to go through with it. 38, and the last one that I did. Is Lolly's question. If Edward was gay, what celebrity do you think he'd go for? Who would not go for Tom Sturridge? Seriously. Everybody would be like all over Tom. But nah, I think since he likes like plain stupid people with simple minds, he would probably go for like Hayden Christensen or Brad Pitt or something. But he does like brunettes, so maybe Colin Farrell? Ooh. He goes for bad people. Okay. No. My challenge, so that I can do this. My challenge was from Frankie, who's awesome. And, my challenge was that I had to use my favorite quote in everyday conversation or everyday situations and, see what happened. I guess. Kind of. My favorite quote is NIV, on the other hand. That doesn't work in any kind of conversation. So, I just used a bunch of different ones. The first one I did, we were out and we were eating, and I wanted dessert. I never get dessert, but so I decided I wanted dessert. And when the guy came in, he's like, "Would anybody like dessert?" And I was like, "Well, as long as I'm going to hell, I might as well do it thoroughly. Give me some cake." And this was the best one, too. Because the waiter, not the waitress, the waiter, he raised an eyebrow and he was like, and then he left. And when he brought me my cake, he goes, "So, maybe this is hell, but you shouldn't care. You should just take it." And I was like, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I read Twilight too." And I was like, "Oh my god, that's awesome." So that was like the best one. And you're ruining my video again. And the challenge is, okay, pick up a phone book, flip through it, find the closest name to a Cullen that you can, call them, and then talk to them as if they were that character. Do it. It's going to be great.